strength to do it again and again, and it builds. Okay? Now, وَالَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا اصْرِفْ عَنَّا عَذَابَ جَهَنَّمَ. And these are the people, they're the ones who say, our Master, اصْرِفْ عَنَّا عَذَابَ جَهَنَّمَ. Ward, turn away from us. Ward away from us the punishment of Jahannam. إِنَّ عَذَابَهَا كَانَ غَرَامًا. Its punishment is a huge penalty. Now the third group of people that Allah truly, truly loves are people that are genuinely afraid of what? Hellfire. Allah has special love for people who actually get scared of His hellfire. That in and of itself is something that draws upon you the love of Allah. Look at the amazing contrast here, almost an oxymoron here. Here you are reading the descriptions of hell, which will make you think that there's a God who is punishing, who is angry, who's vengeful. And yet when you feel afraid of that hellfire, He says you become the most loved, the most beloved, and the most cared for creature to Him. And He loves the fact that you asked Him to protect you from it. You know, who do you go to when you get scared? Who do you go to when you get scared? Loved ones. And especially loved ones who can protect you. Loved ones who can protect you. You go to them when you're scared. When we get scared of Jahannam, who do we turn to? Because that in and of itself becomes a proof of our love. Allah appreciates that and He reciprocates it with love. It's His creation, but He's the only protection from it. He's the only protection we have from it. So, رَبَّنَا اصْرِفْ عَنَّا عَذَابَ جَهَنَّمَ إِنَّ عَذَابَهَا كَانَ غَرَامًا. Also, it indicates that there are people who may not even be concerned about earning, they're not delusional that they're going to be in like the highest levels of Jannah or whatever. They're genuinely scared that they might be in trouble with Allah, and they're just scared about hellfire, and they ask Allah to protect themselves from the hellfire. رَبَّنَا اصْرِفْ عَنَّا عَذَابَ جَهَنَّمَ. So none of us should become lazy in asking Allah for protection from hellfire. Allahumma ajirna minan nar. Allah protect us, give us protection from the fire. This ayah itself, رَبَّنَا اصْرِفْ عَنَّا عَذَابَ جَهَنَّمَ إِنَّ عَذَابَهَا كَانَ غَرَامًا. If you underline just this part, رَبَّنَا اصْرِفْ عَنَّا عَذَابَ جَهَنَّمَ إِنَّ عَذَابَهَا كَانَ غَرَامًا إِنَّهَا سَاءَتْ مُسْتَقَرًّا وَمُقَامًا. If you memorize this part, this is a dua that is made by people who Allah loves. Right? So this dua itself is a way to earn Allah's rahmah. Earn the status. Because Allah is just saying, look, I will consider you Ibadur Rahman if you continuously say, رَبَّنَا اصْرِفْ عَنَّا عَذَابَ جَهَنَّمَ إِنَّ عَذَابَهَا كَانَ غَرَامًا إِنَّهَا سَاءَتْ مُسْتَقَرًّا وَمُقَامًا. You just say that. This is one of the gifts that Allah is giving you. Sometimes Allah expects big things from you to earn His love, and sometimes He gives you just easy things. This is one of those easy things. Just memorize this dua and make this dua. Master, save us. Take us away from the punishment of Jahannam. Its punishment is a huge penalty. It is a horrible, terrible place. Innaha sa'at. It is a terrible, terrible place. Mustaqarran wa muqaman. It is a terrible place to stay for a little while to relax. Even if you go there temporarily, it's horrible. I don't want to be there temporarily. And it's terrible if you stay there forever. Why mention temporarily? Because Muslims, if they go to hellfire, they're going to be there temporarily. But I don't want to be there temporarily either. I don't want to have anything to do with it. إِنَّهَا سَاءَتْ مُسْتَقَرًّا وَمُقَامًا. Even that's too much. You know, some elements of the Jewish community became complacent and they started saying, لَن تَمَسَّنَا النَّارِ إِلَّا أَيَّامًا مَعْدُودَةً. The fire's not going to touch us. Even if it does, it's going to be a few days, that's it. We're going to stay in hell for a long weekend, then we'll be out. Then we'll be in heaven. You know? And that attitude should not, I've heard this attitude from like Muslims, teens. I do a lot of haram stuff. I'm not going to go to hell forever, right? No, inshallah you won't go to hell forever, but you're interested in going for a little while? Seriously? Do you even realize what you're asking for? I told you about the cool draft, right? Remember the cool draft? Oh, and that's not even the description of hell yet. Why would you want that? Like, would anybody in their right mind say, well, I'm just going to have boiling water poured on me once, right? I'm just going to have it being poured on me for a couple of days, right? My skin's just going to be torn off of my body and then put back on and then ripped off and then put back on and ripped on for a few days, right? Not more than that. Who in their right mind would think like that? You understand? You don't want to be there for a little while and you don't want to be there forever. It's the same. It's really, for the one who's in it, It's an eternity. It's an eternity. There are some kinds of pain that you experience them, and there are people who would choose death over that pain. Did you know that people who see hellfire, the first thing they ask for? فَسَوْفَ يَدْعُو ثُبُورًا. He'll see it and he will say, just immediate death, please. Immediate death. Just behead me. Just something. Just kill me immediately. Just take my life. I don't want life. I don't want it. Because of the kind of pain that I haven't experienced, but I'm just looking at. فَسَوْفَ يَدْعُو ثُبُورًا فَيَصْلَى سَعِيرًا. Then he'll be thrown. He hasn't been thrown in hellfire yet. He's begging for death before it. Another place in Quran, Allah says, لا تدعوا اليوم ثبورا وادعوا ثبورا كثيرا. Don't ask for immediate death now. No, and don't even ask for one time. Keep asking for it, because I will give you death, then I'll bring you back to life, then I'll give you death, and I'll give you back to life. Death itself will recur in Jahannam. Over and over and over again. Why would somebody think to themselves that it's okay, they can handle it for a little while? Don't be from those kinds of people. Don't even entertain that thought, Then there are people who, they kind of ceremonially believe in hellfire, but they don't really, because it's too drastic a thing to believe in. So I don't really believe in hell. I like a lot of things about Islam, but I don't really believe in hell. And there are those people, those kinds of people, they're also described in the Quran. This guy, these people are being thrown in the hellfire, and then Allah asks the question, أَلَيْسَ هَذَا بِحَقٍّ? Is this real enough for you? قَالُوا بَلَا وَرَبِّنَا. And of course, I swear to God, I don't know why we doubted this. And then he says, فَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابِ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ. Go ahead, taste the punishment. No, please taste it now. It wasn't real for you, right? So let it be real now for you. Then there's somebody who thought very highly of themselves, and Allah says, grab him. خُذُوهُ فَاعْتِلُوهُ إِلَى سَوَاءِ الْجَحِيمِ. Grab him and drag him, take him up to the very middle of hell. ثُمَّ صُبُّوا فَوْقَ رَأْسِهِ مِنْ عَذَابِ الْحَمِيمِ. Then pour onto him burning, hot, melting blood. And then hold his mouth open. ذُقْ إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْعَزِيزُ الْكَرِيمُ. Taste this. Oh, you think you're a big authority. You got so much respect, right? You think you're a big deal, aren't you? This is sarcasm. His mouth is being held open and it's being poured on him and it's being told, taste this, taste it, taste it, taste it. And then after all of this graphic description, Allah says, إِنَّ هَذَا مَا كُنْتُمْ بِهِ تَمْتَرُونَ. All this is what you used to have doubts about. This is what you thought was nothing. You didn't think it was real. أَلَيْسَ هَذَا بِالْحَقِّ. Man. Believers listen to these descriptions and then they're like, it's real enough, Ya Rabb. I trust your word. I trust your word. إِنَّهَا سَاءَتْ مُسْتَقَرًّا وَمُقَامًا. I don't want to be there for a little while. I don't want to be there forever. Then the next ayat, there's different subject matter. I want to leave you on this so you think about it, because this is the month to ask Allah for security from the punishment of the hellfire. I pray for you, and I pray for myself, and I pray for my family and your families and all the Muslims, that Allah Azza wa Jal protect us from even the sight of the hellfire. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-Hakim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bil ayat wa dhikr al-Hakim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.